started. Morning of the 11th. Just sent last week's video to old Gav Daddy. I'm ready to go hook up to the boat right now. I missed this morning. Not a terrible thing. We got good intel this morning. The wide 10 buck. There's two 10s. The one's a wide 10 is what we'll call him. The other one, Casey thinks is Casper. So we'll call him Casper. Check this out. If y'all think I'm being dramatic about this EHD, I just got back in here. Look at this. Hundreds this year. Last year the same way, but this year was even crazier. Can't believe 2 years in a row. It ain't gonna get us this year though, boys. We're gonna get one of these bucks. I just got it set. That's a lot of gear to carry in. Just one guy. I don't want to sweat when I come in here and hunt it for the first time. Right here is the tracks camera on the creek. Gotten both these deer right here. There's a vine right there. They're walking in front of the stand. Shooting over this gully right here and going up to the fence gap right there. I can see down this lane, I can see up above this. It's gonna be a killer spot. Must have been quite a few dead. There's a carcass right here. Just hung that stand, about 50 yards over my shoulder. I smelled something right in the middle of the creek. Head is gone. So I assume it was a buck. Just not our buck. Bring me back. There we go. Big trail coming through here. Big route there. Big route back there. Cell test. Make sure that looks good. I think I'm gonna go back to the boat ramp. Got some gear, I've got some ideas. I really like that spot that I just saw right there. I know I'm gonna get pictures of them. It's right in between where I got pictures of them this morning. Alright, let's go get some gear. See what Casey made for dinner. She's doing pretty good at that. Alright, morning of November 12th. I'm just getting my stuff made up for today. You got a extra crunchy peanut butter and for a PBJ, and got a turkey sandwich already made. It's about 4:15 right now. I plan on being on the water by 5, being to the location, stand by 5:30. then shooting time is around 6:20. So get in a little early just to be safe. See how rusty I am at the old self-filming. Mentioned it yesterday, it's just tricky, you know, with not being able to cut anything as far as shooting lanes. Might have to move the stand around, might have to sit on the ground. We'll see. Either way, I'll come prepared. Alright, got everything packed up. Chiefy, see you later, buddy. You good boy. On schedule so far. No pictures of any of those bucks last night. Casey's gonna be doing some bow hunting over there too. Both these 210 points, they run over near that direction as well. So Casey's in the game for him as well. So hopefully between her and I, one of us can get one of these bucks anyway. Number 12, about 7 o'clock in the morning. Had about 5 deer walk by so far. Doe and 2 fawns, and another doe off in front of me. Then I just had a little buck come down this trail perfectly. It's really funny, yesterday I came in here to hang this set, and what do you know it? Deer was right on my heels. He was 30 minutes or 20 minutes right behind me. Walked the trail perfectly. I'm glad I wasn't sitting, because it would have got my wind for sure, and I would have been in trouble. Just needs to do it one more time. Beautiful morning. Turkeys were calling this morning, but I know there's a lot of does in here, so he could be on and off them. Hopefully he's off one and he comes by the tree. Coming down to the last 30 minutes. Overall, not a bad sit. And I think if I just put my time in here, I'll get it done. The neighbors are playing some tunes right now, but I'm looking forward to getting home. I think Casey's got chicken chili tonight. I tell you what, I can tear into that pretty good right now.
Almost 8 o'clock, 7:48. Coyote just came through. I was wondering what this squirrel was barking at. And it's working its way up towards here, so see if it kicks anything out. I normally don't call whenever I have a squirrel barking around the tree like that. Just because I've noticed over the years, I've noticed a lot of deer, if they hear that, immediately they lock on over there and they'll sit there and just watch it for 5-10 minutes. And if you grab the horns or if they're moving around trying to call and whatnot, you gotta be careful about that. Those deer lock on really, really fast. There's a guy calling her. It's been a pretty darn good morning so far. It was a good Casey buck. I wish she would have been with me this morning. She's working. That buck, I could hear him chasing her around up over this ridge for a good while. I ended up bringing her right down below the stand. Nice 20-yard pop shot where he made a snort wheeze, and then they came over here eye level on this berm back behind me, and he bred her probably 15, 20 yards from the stand. It was pretty neat. Right after he did, he got back on her trail and followed her out. Probably be with her most of the day. Cool little eye guard. It's fun hearing the vocals and whatnot, but it feels good out. It feels nice and cold, breezy. Got an east wind, so it's coming away from this timber. Well, it's starting to rain. Good morning. Slow rest of the day. I think I'm going to pack up, get out of here before the storm hits. Well, I know that this is a really good bedding area. There just hasn't been a lot of cruising, I feel like, because the bucks almost know that they've got it torn up real good and there's just not as many does in here. Feels like mid-November the does kind of scatter. Just because the hot spots get hit every minute. Well, maybe not every minute, but every hour of the day during November. Those young bucks can be very annoying. All right, let's get loaded up. Back to the talk. See what Casey made for dinner. Get a scoop of kibbe here, Chiefy. Alright, buddy. I'm gonna go find a big one. Got it here. Alright. I'm gonna go hook up to the boat. Took this morning off, wrong wind for where I wanted to sit. I'm gonna move some cameras around. I talked about this last night, and I think it's a smart play. Just to kind of hone in on where I am targeting right now. I think there's a lot of bucks that are just super locked down with does right now. I think we're in that lockdown phase. So, I'm not too worried about giving up one day. Go park the truck. I think I'm gonna start on the north first, work my way down. Last night I was checking my cameras on the Cuddyback app, looking at old photos, and just seeing which cameras were really slow, which ones weren't. A couple of them haven't taken any photos at all.
Not sure if something went wrong with the camera, if it got stolen. About a 140. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. He's got his doe right there too. Right in people's backyards. That's where they're at. Locked down. Oh, some mallards. Let's see, I don't need anything. Just moving cameras around. Haven't got any good bucks here, but this is where we had the most buck sign. Boated access only. I'm sure there's people that find walk-in access on some of these spots, but found a hole. Looks a lot different in here now. Here's the camera. This creek. Got a deer up there. This creek was bone dry. Bone dry when we set this camera here. Find a new home for it. Someone cut that. Would have figured this much sign here. There would have been something on my camera. My camera's just right here. These rubs. Got them tore up. I just found some big, big rubs. There's one over on private over there. That is monstrous. That's the kind of sign I've been looking for. I think I see this trail that they're on. I might put it on it. Thought I smelled something. That was definitely a big, big buck. Dang, the antlers are sawed off. That's too bad. Big, big head on it. Man, these timbers stink. How she goes, I guess. Alright, got one more camera out of there. Good spot. Some big rubs, good old sign. Might have been fun hunting in there in October. A lot of fresh doe tracks. Look decent. Let those cameras soak, but I've got some other spots that I want to move this camera. Another camera just around the corner. I'm gonna go grab it real quick. Nice crossing right here. Some fresh buck tracks. There's our EHD buck. camera I just put up. Camera that big one was on. Finally found a scrape. Natural vine scrape. Let's get a camera hung over it. Alright. We're set. Scrape's right here. Freshen it up a little bit. Let's get back to the boat. Probably keep doing this for another 2 hours. It's been an hour and a half already. Just trying to get as much intel in the next 3 weeks as possible. It's 4:55 right now. Enjoying some breakfast. Got some cantaloupe. Last night, on the new cameras that I moved around, I got a picture of a couple new bucks. One is a deer that Casey's been after for a few years now, but this is what I've learned in the last 2 or 3 days. The bucks, when they are locked down, they're taking them to really weird areas like the edge of the water. I saw multiple groups of does bedded in the willows just around the water's edge. And as far as my best cameras right now, they're 100% overlooked, nonchalant spots in the timber where they're just walking through. And sure enough, that's where we got Casey's deer on camera here just last night. But I don't know, I'm hopeful. I saw a lot of bucks still locked down today. I'm torn in whether or not I just go driving around looking for deer and fence lines with Casey, or if I just put my time in for this deer. I know they're locked down. We're at that point where you just got to put your time in. They'll come by at one point. So that's what I'm sticking with today. Got some guys joining me at the boat ramp today. A couple duck hunters. We're gonna get after it. Just got on the boat. We're in the water. It's 5 o'clock. Probably gonna be in an hour early, but that's all right. Let's get there. Got a really good sit. Last hour at dark, a lot of bucks. Looked like 2 mature bucks. I think that guy that was hunting by me left about an hour before dark. So he must not have had a good sit, I would assume. But I'm one sit closer to getting them, boys. I know it. I like that spot. I know it's gonna pay off. Get home, see how Casey did. All right. Time is it? It's about 5:34. I just got everything set up as far as the gear. Probably got in about 5:15, 5:10. I can hear deer around me. Had to beat everyone in here, but the morning's just been really good. I feel like I should get here before, about an hour before light started. That way, not only do I get to keep my spot, but I'm just eager. I'm letting the deer kind of settle down before I start hunting. So I think it's gonna be a good morning. I'm due for one of these bucks to come through. So a lot of duck hunters on the boat this morning. Wish them luck. There's only one spot for a tree standing here, and I'm sitting in it. I held all my gear out of there just in case if I change my mind on what I want to do tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't talked to Casey yet. Hopefully she had a good sit tonight, but I'm almost half tempted to take her down on one of my permission farms. I've got a couple farms where there's been a few bucks showing up. That was my number one goal this year, is to get her a boat buck. Still got time, but just gonna be disappointed if I can't help her do it. Decisions. See what she made for dinner tonight. Actually, I think we're going to get sushi. I don't like sushi, but she does. As long as they cook it, I'll eat it.